Pat with Dead Things Yard Haunt. First off, I want to thank everyone for all the wonderful comments that they've given for this project of mine. There are a lot of brilliant minds out there in the haunt community, and I just really appreciate those comments. I'm getting a little verklempt. So some people were asking about the mechanics of this. So I just want to give you a short video to show it. So what these are fender washers with 8 holes drilled accurately into them. And from those, the lines come down and travel through these eye hooks. Those eye hooks are just from a picture hanging kit, the cheapo picture hanging kits that you can get anywhere. And so I have eye hooks there and eye hooks on the other side as well. And so basically, if you think of the legs as being A, B, A, B, the A legs are controlled by this one, and the B legs are controlled by this one. So they crisscross here, like this. So these ones go to A, and this one here goes down and to B and to B. That way you get the alternate movement from them. The legs are 5/8 inch dowels that are just Gorilla glued and put a little nail from a brad nailer in there just to hold it in place while it dries. And what I've got them in here is a piece of scrap wood left over from my haunt fencing project. So what this actually started out as was a 1x6 that I ripped down into 3 sections. So that's approximately not quite 2 inches. In it I drilled a 7/8 inch hole with a spade drill bit, and then so that gives this a space to pivot in here. This is just a pin flag, and when I say pin flag, it actually came from a pin flag. We had our natural gas lines marked a couple years back, and I just kept the flag that they used to mark them. That is then stapled in with a air stapler to hold them in place. And so that just pivots like that. I drilled holes through the leg to accept the fishing line. So that's basically it. There's been a couple of comments made that it looks like a crab, and I actually when I first saw it, that was exactly what I thought too. Is look like a crab. But just to show you what's going to be, I borrowed my wife's lid from one of her cooking pot units, just to show you, and that's probably the shape that I'm going to go with. That oval shape, it'll play nicely off of the round shape, or the square shape that is, of the Shiatsu. Now I'm not going to make that square. I'm going to try and round it. What I'm going to try using, I've never used it before, but I'm going to try it because I've seen it used with movie special effects. I think it was Monster Man. They use this a lot. What it is it's closed cell foam, 1/2 inch thick closed cell foam. It's relatively cheap as this stuff goes. I have a source who cut off this big chunk for me for free, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it and shape it. Kind of like how pictures of the globe, when they're laid out, they have those cuts in them so they can make it into a sphere. That's basically the same concept that I'm going to use here. More than likely, what I'll do is I'll get some big piece of Bristol board or cardstock board, and experiment with that to get the shape, cutting up that, and then use that template and put it on there and use it to cut that up. And then all I'll do for where these lines come down, it's kind of hard to see them, but here, 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 and here, what I'll do is I'll just cut slices in the foam so that it can sit down there. The one nice thing about this stuff is that you can paint it with spray paint. It does not, the acetone in the spray paint does not react with this foam. So I'm going to be able to paint it pretty well. Whatever disgusting color is going to work for these. Yeah, so that's about it where we are right now. I still have to build the two fangs at the front, and probably work on that this weekend, and go from there. So again, thanks to everyone for all their kind words for this, and yeah, stay tuned. Work in progress.